My favourite memories of Nida? Probably Keith Bain's classes. He was our movement master. He was the guy who took theatre movement from the fencing room and the gymnasium and the ballet room and put it back on the stage. And his elegance would walk into the room and we would just surrender to him like little sheep to his creative slaughter. So Keith Bain's classes. The arts are important because they are the language that bridges the heart and the head. The head and the heart. They're the language that, they're the story that cuts across the rationale and just the pure emotional. So the arts bring us into a healing state and they carry the story across centuries. And how has Nida benefited me? Apart from lifelong friendships and love affairs with everybody, I think what Nida does is, and not specifically Nida but the arts, but also Nida, we were so young and it just stripped us down to the bare essential self and enabled us to be able to accommodate and move into and reinvent ourselves for any situation in life with a confidence of communication and with a great sense of love for humanity. My name's Lee James and I graduated in 1982.
Favorite memory of Nida would have to be easily Philip Quast walking in one lesson and he says to us, I'm going to perform Stars from Les Mis, because he was in that, like the original, and it was just insane. And we just all sat there with our jaws dropped. And I've never learned so much in one class. You know, I think the arts itself is so important. You know, you look at this institution at 60 years old and you kind of go, wow, how did it, you know, start just a little shed and get to grow into this to give us the opportunity of performing theatre around the world. And I'm just so honoured to be a part of this place. And as a benefit to me, it's given me more confidence, given me lifelong friends. And I never thought I'd have a career like this, doing what I do, what I love, and to make it real and to actually do it for a living is fantastic. Justin Wren did music theatre, class of 2016.
So one of my favourite memories of Nida, I saw lots of students come through and I adored all of them. I really enjoyed getting to work with all of the students and seeing them progress from when they first started to blossom at the end of the course. I just loved my interactions with them, and seeing them, a lot of them tonight, has been so fantastic. I've so enjoyed kind of catching up with these beautiful people. So why are the arts important? Why aren't the arts important? It's all about creativity, creative voice, Australian storytelling. It's all about that essence of humanness. I think it's what's so important, and I think there are a lot of other industries that don't address that. So it's actually really beautiful to be able to have worked at an institution where this is what it is all about. I just love that. And how has Nida benefited me? Nida has opened up the arts for me big time. I worked here for almost 5 years, and for the last year and a half I've been working over at AFTERS, the Australian Film, Television, Radio School, and I only got that role because I worked at Nida, and I'll be forever grateful for my time here. I loved it so much. So my name is Jane Newton. I was the Vocational Education Training Manager here for about 5 years time, for 5 years, and loved it.
I would have to say some of my favourite memories from being at Nida would be working with Philip Quast. He is such a passionate man, and I just remember getting together as a community, as a class, and just having fun and letting go and just being able to be ourselves and explore parts of ourselves that we never got to explore in ordinary everyday life. So I would say that definitely working with him was some of my favourite memories. Definitely getting physical, doing acrobatic aerobics in class with Troy was amazing, doing tumbling in class. I definitely feel that the arts is really important because it really helps people truly understand humanity. And we have a lot of people now with social media, everything's so digital and everything is so, you know, in the palm of your hand and instant. And having the arts and going and seeing a piece of theatre and thinking about something that you see in everyday life in a completely another light, another aspect of ways, it's good for people to think about things from other perspectives. I would say that NIDA has benefited me in many, many different ways. It's made me a more confident person. It's made me a more empathetic person. It's made me look at society in a more focused kind of light, and understanding people from different communities and different backgrounds, and just understanding why people are the way they are, because everyone is a product of where they're from, and we just need to accept people for who they are. And yeah. I'm Rebecca Spicer, and I am the class of 2016 of the NIDA Diploma of Musical Theatre.
One of my favourite memories of NIDA, I would definitely have to say my favourite memories would be working with such an amazingly dynamic group of peers, and working with these teachers, these coaches that really are so driven to bring out the best from your potential and really raise you to that next level. I mean, that's why we're all here, and that's definitely one of the best memories for me. Another one would have to be working with the company of Chimerica at Sydney Theatre Company. Our cohort was lucky enough to be the ensemble for their main stage production, and that was such a beautifully fabulous opportunity for us. Why the art's important? I would say the arts are one of the truest forms of expression, and they're something that audiences have that opportunity to really connect to, and whether it be for them to escape from their day-to-day, or whether it be to really take them further. How has NIDA benefited me? I would say NIDA has definitely opened up the door for me to really pursue so many amazing avenues professionally and also personally. I would say that working here and training under these coaches and with these peers has really given me the platform to really embrace my full potential as an actor and as a musical theatre performer, and that's prepared me for the rigours of professional life as an actor, and both the training and the then that auditioning and the performing. Moving from there, it's really prepared me to become the best version of myself, and that's, I think, what we love so much about what NIDA has to offer for us. I'm Jesse Late, class of NIDA Musical Theatre 2017.
So I have tons of favourite memories here at NIDA. I think one of the big ones at the moment is this night tonight, the 60th anniversary of NIDA, seeing alumni here from the last 6-7 generations gathering in the same space. It's pretty special, and to be invited here to be part of that, just seeing where people have come from and seeing kind of the trajectory of where we're going, that's incredible. I love it. The arts are important anywhere we go in the world. Coming from Ireland and being able to train at an institution like this, seeing the impact that writers, costume, props, actors across the board, the impact that they have on the community around them, working with the local communities, and you can see the impact it has on people, the audiences that come and see the work that's made in places like this. NIDA's benefited me immeasurably. I think 3 years ago I never thought I'd be training to be an actor, and to be allowed to be training here with some of the best teachers in the world and with some of the best actors, performers in the world. I'm going to walk out of this building a changed person, and hopefully add to that great tradition you guys have here at NIDA. My name is Ty Lawrence. I'm a current member of the Acting 3 2019 year, and I'll see you in the future.
My favourite memories of NIDA are the people that I met and the productions we were in. I knew nothing about theatre, and all of a sudden I learned, or had access to the learning of everything. So I just fell in love with the whole experience and the people that were there. Why are the arts important? The arts are the reason that we live. People say we live, but what do you live for? You actually live for those experiences that are beautiful, that are life-changing, that make sense of who you are, and that's what the arts does. How has NIDA benefited me? I'm one of the lucky ones, because I graduated here in a time where the arts was valued, way back in the 1970s, early 1980s. I had a long career and it's allowed me to call amongst my friends some of the most intelligent, creative people that Australia has produced. And when your job is being able to play and tell stories, that makes for a very happy person. My name's Di Smith. I graduated in a dream time, 1978.
Okay, so what are my favourite memories of NIDA? Well, I would have to say, in particular, in my third year, in rehearsal room 9, in my underwear with my best friend, doing a performance piece that really brought us a lot closer together with a lot of body paint, a lot of makeup, and I think some food colouring. Other than that, it was hanging out with my best friends every day. I loved my small cohort. Why I believe the arts are important, well, I think that just speaks for itself. Obviously, I teach acting and I teach in the arts as well, and I think the arts are very applicable over every discipline, whether it's science, mathematics, business. I think if you can have some form of creativity or imagination about yourself, it's very applicable to every form of discipline. So I think we need a lot more funding behind the arts. And how has NIDA benefited me? Well, it took me 4 years to get into NIDA. I was shortlisted for 4 years, and now that I finally got in, just having that title of the NIDA brand, it's got me an agent, it's got me a reputation, to put it simply, of someone who has a strong work ethic, someone who has, longevity in the arts, and it's also provided me a job. I teach here now, and I've taught here for 8 years, and I love it, so it's benefited me immensely. And my name is Jack Ellis, and I am from Acting 2014.